Hey guys, whoever you are, as you're coming in, hi, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Looks like it's still sending the notifications out. Hello, Amy. Good to see you, Tess. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? So Phil is on the road, so it's just me today, and we're gonna see what we can do. So, is that Wendy? Hi. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, we're rocking and rolling. So I've got the Tarot of the Idols with me, and I have to confess, I did go pick up another deck of that Fairy Tarot, this one, the Steampunk Fairy Tarot. I really like it. I'll show you a little bit of the book, and I edged the cards and everything, but let's see if I can find some that, like, look at this. This is Four of Swords. She's looking good, she's relaxing, and it doesn't feel like they're hanging over her head. It just feels like she's taking the time. I almost got the impression of like wind chimes above her head with this one. But I ended up getting two of those decks. So there's the one, there's the two. You know how I do. So yeah, I had to go get a second one. So I couldn't help myself, Tess. I couldn't. It was just too good. Good morning, Kim. Good morning. Yeah, it was just too good. And I needed a duplicate. And I thought I did. And it's like, okay. And then I was visiting a friend. And I kind of went over by a shop, the Conjuring Tree over in West Jordan, Utah. It's so good. And I went in and they had it, and they only had one of it left. And I was like, that one is for me. So yeah, I had to get that. I'm doing well. I hope you guys are all doing well today too. So if you've got some questions, shoot me your question. This is the time of the show that, you know, I'll throw a few cards in a micro read, and then we get into the paid list, and that's how we do. Good morning, Enchanted Sage. Good morning, good to see you. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning. So I've got in my hand the deck that is called Tarot of the Idols. And this one I love, and I have a couple of those going on, so that one was feeling good. So, all right. Maybe I'm up to 647 decks, but Kim, that's not all I got. I got this other one by, you guys know, okay, time out for a second. You guys know the Shadowlands deck. You guys have seen this one. You've seen me work with this one. Sometimes it's a little bit Tim Burton-y. Sometimes it feels a little more Halloween-y, but it's really pretty good, right? Well, this lady, and her name is Bordirsky. I think I'm saying that right. She did this one called the Awakening Tarot. Ooh. And it is like creepy good-tastic. I mean, let me see. Well, I'll show you part of the box. The back of the box right there. And then right here. And it's like, okay, that one is kind of creepy good-tastic. Where did that one land yesterday? I don't know. Oh, I do too know. It went over here. Look at the back of the card. So I had to ink them. But I thought these might be very good in bones readings and so forth, but they aren't traditional at all. This is not what you want to use if you want to use a regular tarot deck, or if you're just learning. This is not that kind of deck, but it speaks really well. If you know tarot meanings, it's kind of creepy good-tastic is what I can say about that one. So yeah, the Awakening Tarot I got, and that one was like kind of a fun one. It's like, all right. So it's like, I had to. Did you think I wouldn't buy more decks and stuff? I love this, guys. I love tarot. Love it. Happy to share it and show it off. And if you guys want to see it, you can see it. So I got those, and I liked those. And then I got one oracle called the Garden Dragon Oracle, and it's super cute too. So yeah, it's really great. So anyway, so maybe we're closing in on that 650 figure. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So the creator of the Shadowlands created the Awakening Tarot, and I think it's going to be really a good one to do, particularly on bones reads. Charlie, any message for you today? You know what? Let's go into that Shadowlands or into that Awakening one and take a look. Charlie, any message for you today? I just want the one. Ooh, now this is abundance. This is the Empress card in this deck. Look at it. The cornucopia on the head, very, very grounded and rooted. I love the big thighs, the meaty thighs, the sense of grounded, the sense of abundance, the sense of flow. This is really, really profound. This one is showing me that you have abundance that's connected to your roots as you're going forward, and whatever you're allowing yourself to do ancestry-wise, if you allow that to come through, some of your roots that are teachings, belief systems like that created a sense of abundance for you is important for you to note right now. There's also the work of the hand, and this one also has wheat on her hands, like the wheat of the field on her hands. Very, very trippy and different, but beautiful. Really, really beautiful and interesting. Anything else? It's like it's already within you is what I'm getting. It's already within you to receive. It's already within you to know all of this that you have from this lineage, whatever it is. It's already within you to receive. It's already there. Not to get too technical, but like when we're born, if we're born female in the world, then you've already got all the eggs that you're going to ever have more babies, more babies. Sometimes our spiritual DNA is like that too. It's already encoded into us how to create abundance. We just have to open up to receive. We have to be ready to receive. And this is something that you cannot be demanding. In fact, the more you overthink it, the more difficult it is. Find a way to water the roots, to nurture something from your past that is something that is your lineage. It's important for you. I don't know what that's about, but that's what's coming through very, very strongly. That's what I've got for you. Okay, so Kim, someone sent for a blind read, or somebody is saying that. So please notify Kim. Yeah, let Kim know if you get a read. Let me show you the commercial. I'll show you the commercial. This is what we're doing today. This is the blind oracle, and people that know they might already be getting on the list. So the blind oracle is $20. You get the read you need. $30 for the year ahead. That's all 12 months plus 2 in the middle plus clarifiers along the way. $30 for a mini tarot. That's usually straight tarot. 7 to 10 plus I get nosy. Come on, I get nosy. So that's for a mini tarot read. What you just saw was a micro. A mini is 7 to 10. And a full is 15 to 20 cards that I do, and that's for $40. So a mini is $30. A full is $40. These are some of my specialty reads that I offer. The bones, the crystal ball, the past life. I love doing this stuff, guys. I love it, love it, love it. So this is how you can pay me, and the E comes before I in the word feisty. So there it is. That's the commercial. All right, we're going to go right into the paid list. We're hopping on it. So Brandy for a blind read. We're going to go into the Garden Dragons, because why not? What else do we want to get into for you, honey? Hang on. Madame Endora wants out here also. Anything else? Kind of the big-eyed girl. So we're going to go tipping this down so you can see what's going on. Hopefully there's not too much Devil's Canyon going on. I've got my little tank top on under here, so hopefully I'm not the cleavage girl. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Brandy, what do you need to know? Brandy, this feels like something to remember. Something to remember. What's going on? Remember. Three concepts to remember are coming up first. Then we're going to get Madame Endora up top, and then a little bit of the subconscious down here below that's lost. The gate and the shield come up here. Give me a second. What do you need to remember? It's a blind read. In Her Own Shoes, a movie, I think it had Cameron Diaz in it. It had I don't know if it's Emily somebody, The Art of Losing Things Isn't Hard to Master. Something about it, it's not quite disaster, something like this. This is what's going on. The art of losing things is something that is a gift to us. It's how we let go of things. It's something that we need to remember. Rather than worrying if we're lost about something, allow what needs to pass through. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, give me just a second. We have the spinach dragon that requires strength. Now look at this gorgeousness. There's a little bit of tatteredness to it. There's a little bit of bitterness that comes with this. The spinach dragon is asking for strength. The raspberry dragon asks for kindness. Really, really beautiful. So these are the dragons so far. And then this third dragon is coming in as the pumpkin dragon, mystery. Okay. You have the shield and the gate here. The gate is saying a barrier keeps you from your goal. And the shield, this is coming up as, I wish you could hear the noises that I hear. It's like dun, 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 armor. It's coming in like almost like an armored vehicle or an armored vault. It's armored, overly shielded, overly armored, not letting something in. This is how you're blocking things, is by being overprotected and not allowing vulnerability through. This is saying you are safe from harm. This is something you need to realize. It's safe to let go of something. It's safe to be vulnerable. Now down here, I don't know if this is the Lost Girls or Forgotten, whatever. It's Jessamyn's, you know. You've got the Carnivorous Flower Fairy. A tempting offer has a high price. You've got the Mend a Broken Heart Fairy. This is saying you're healing from some hurt. And then the Angel of Death is what's actually coming in. And it's the Angel de los Muertos, transitions from the spirit realm. Now, I want to take a look at these as they are. The shield and the gate are over here. As long as the shield is overly strong, you're not getting through anything. As long as the egg around the dragons is hard, it's not softening in any way, then the dragon doesn't get it through, right? Something that is overly hard keeps you trapped. Something that is overly strong keeps you from risking the vulnerability that's going to allow you to move forward. We've got the Pumpkin Dragon and the Angel of Death here, and I want to look at these closely. It's giving harvest time transformation just by the very nature of what these cards are. Harvest time transformation. This would be like October month. This is something where the knowledge that you have that you want to create and allow to be vulnerable about needs to let you go, come through. It might be bitter to accept your part in what you need to let go of, but staying stuck to it doesn't serve. What else do we need to know? The focusing on the past isn't serving you very well. The focusing on whatever this heartache is, you need to find a way to look to yourself with kindness about this. Give yourself a little more grace about something you considered a mistake or something, why didn't you know better? It's not time to beat yourself up anymore. It's time to bandage that and let things go so you can move forward. We don't sometimes know what it is that we are going to learn, the boundary we're going to set, the lesson of contrast we're going to have, or how we leave ourselves open to hurt or misinterpretation until after the fact. But then we get so mad for not knowing better. We're here to know, to learn, to experience. You can't be mad at yourself for not knowing ahead. And the time for self-punishment is over. Now this is telling me tempting offer comes at a high price and strength. Don't repeat this lesson. The Carnivorous Forest, it almost feels like self-cannibalization. So it's like, don't let something eat at you. Don't let something eat at your heart, eat at your soul because of the punishment. No. And when you see this lesson again, you'll do better. You'll do smarter. What is this all about that's coming in October? Can we get any more information on this? No, she walking the garden again. Okay, hang on. We're in the garden cards again. Broccoli Dragon, place. There is strength in the place card. This is what I'm getting. There's strength in place. It feels also like this shade of green is where you're at and that this strength is coming in darker. So what it's telling me is the heart chakra needs a little bit of work. The light green, the kind of lime or the inside of the avocado shade of green, not the dark green avocado, the inside shade of the avocado. This is where you're getting your sense of place. This is also about sense of time. There's a recognition again on this lesson that different place and time, you may have had this lesson before, different place and time, the repeat of a lesson with a different person is coming in. The repeat of that lesson with a different person is coming in. The gate is here, the shield is here. The shield you already know about. The gate needs to be opened. The things that are around you, as in the Garden Dragons, these elements of self that need to be reclaimed, nurtured, and restored, they need to be tended to first, and then you can open the gate. Then you get to go forward. This is something that's hugely important for you. Get your own sense of place. Take care of yourself first. It is not a selfish thing to do. We get so conditioned and so taught that it's wrong to take care of ourselves first, and that is not the case. It's something that is part of the learning and the lesson for you. When you attend to your own needs, you have so much more to give to others, so much more that you enjoy about yourself. It changes your vibration. First thing in the day, you need to take care of yourself. First thing in the day, do something for self. There's heart healing that will happen over a period of time. I would dedicate the next 2 weeks to doing this every damn morning. Do something. If it's you get up and you jump out of bed and shout, I'm fucking fabulous. Whatever it is. Whatever it is that takes care of yourself. If it's slowing down maybe to do your eyelashes or maybe to do some makeup. If it's doing something for yourself, that's reading in a book that you enjoy and you know that's nurturing to your soul, this has to be handled first. It's like you're getting when you get an antibiotic prescription for healing, the healing ointment, it feels like a 16-day prescription that's coming through. And then expect things to change as you go forward in the fall. That's what I've got. Yeah, that feels complete. So gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, love, love, love it. You completely understand. You haven't even worn makeup in months. Yeah, one of my friends used to tell me, Andrew, you're a little more fun with your makeup on. And these days I pretty much just do my lipstick and hoop earrings, and that's it. But yeah, it makes a difference. So do what it is that makes a difference to you. Aaron, past life. Ooh, guys, okay. All right. Let me get a drink and we will go into that. Aaron, past life. All right. Hang on. Okay. This is the Time Traveler's Tarot, or Time Traveler's Oracle, so I thought I'd use this with past life. This is Sacred Destiny by Denise Linn, and I chopped the words off because it came through so past lifey for me, and I got a second version of it. These are past life cards, and I'm wanting to go over to here. I'm not sure if we're gonna need a second on this. Well, see, that's really unusual. That's an unusual pick, and I don't know if this is. It's not the Chinese Empress Tarot. It's a different one. But that's the one I wanted to go to. So let's see what's going on here. Go through here first. We've got the Force energy. This says the Messiah in Africa. This feels like somebody that walked along your side, guardian. Somebody that was teacher. In modern time, we would probably put that Yoda Jedi type thing. Something like that. Yeah, okay. Passed. The happiness. Here we are. Shambhala. Shambhala Himalayas. Happiness. I'm getting the number 19 here, and this feels like the age that we're at. It feels like something about this age. Now this comes in, they all have numbers on them. This one has 24, but this 19 is standing out equally strong as the word happiness on here. So this to me is giving me an age, letting me see an age. What else is going on? No, we're done with those. Hang on. Going in here now. There's a birthday celebration here. We're going into a time in your past when this is their 19th birthday, and this is somebody that comes through on the 19th birthday. This is somebody that's guardian teacher coming through on the 19th birthday. I don't know why that's significant. I don't know what's going on with that. Hang on. Somebody that's going to be travel companion, take you forward. Somebody with far distance, far seeing. This is him. This is him. They're charting a course. This is being sent somewhere. Almost like you're old enough to go on this adventure, old enough to go. It's like you're finally allowed to go. I don't know where this is or what this is, but this is what's going on. I think we've got one more in here. Here you are. Hang on for a second. This is what I'm seeing. You're ready to go. You're ready to strike out on your own, but you have the teacher going, sent with you, as the guardian sent with you. Now let's see what else we got. Here's this one again. We're getting this one. This has the words architect, builder, other, and carpenter. This is just knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. This one's knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Always bringing knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. This one sees, sees, sees. We want to go to your side. We're getting something about the defender, and this is something about war and defender. We're getting very strange warrior energy off that card. That time frame, the imagery isn't right for the time frame that we're in. Socialite defender. All right. Now we're here. This one, we're getting a socialite and we're getting defender. So this is what we're getting now. Let's see what's going on. Okay, hopefully, I don't know if you guys can see all this. These are the cards. I'm going to show them here so they're at least visible to you, even if they're upside down, for just a minute. And then I'm going to shove them out of the way and we're going to open this up. Okay, hopefully she's got that. Okay. I'm getting something about highborn knowledge being sent to you, highborn energy coming forward. This is adjacent to the highborns. This doesn't feel like straight up dynasty. Doesn't feel straight up emperor. Aristocracy is the word I know to use. It does feel like this is highborn of the nobles. This does feel like this is the right deck. It feels like this is this Asian influence. I don't know how to call it any better than that because my history is weak, but it serves as a gift when I do these readings. This is, yes. Oh. I'm getting highborn child of a very, highborn child of a very select geisha, a select concubine, a select person in the Chinese dynasty, somebody that would be, they had multiple wives in these marriages or multiple concubines, geishas. I don't know the correct terminology, but this is somebody that had a child that was highborn and preferred. This one, the mother was very much preferred. When you get a certain age, you get to go out of court. You get to go on your own journey with whoever this is that has all the knowledge. Now, I don't know if this was approved by whoever would be the highborn one, the emperor one, the king one, whatever, call it what you will. No, it was not. He didn't like this notion. He liked having the multiple wives. He liked having the many, and you were one of the favored children, one of the preferred children. This is something that had you been born a boy, and I'm getting in this life you were born a girl, but had you been born a boy, you would have gone out and done some of these things at 14, 15, 16, commonly done. Here, because you're a girl, they're saying, no, she doesn't get to go. We're going to keep her protected, keep her at home, They were afraid of what might befall you, afraid of who might approach you. They wanted to keep you very well protected and guarded. This is what's coming through. This image is coming through, and this is very much the tower, keeping you protected, a little bit isolated, and sending the guardian with you. Now let's see what we got coming through. Oh, you couldn't take it anymore. There was like an amount of stress that you were sick of it, fed up with it, and like ready to run off. I think your mother understood this. Yes, here she is. This is like your mother taking a lot of time to try and figure out what can you do, because she sees you pacing like the caged animals. And it does feel like there are caged animals. It feels like there are caged birds and there are caged exotic animals around where you are living, around where the aristocracy would be. Very weird to get that, but it feels like you see these animals, you don't want to be one of them. You want to break free, move forward. Your mom goes into seclusion for days. She goes into seclusion for days to see how she can best approach whoever the king is to say, hey, daughter needs to go. Daughter needs to be allowed to go, is what I'm getting. Basically, she's telling him, if she doesn't let the daughter go, then she's leaving with you and she will leave. So she's staying on the home front. She's staying more caged to allow your freedom to move forward. She's saying she will stay, but she levied a threat that said, basically, if you don't let her go and become who she wants to become, if you don't let her go and find whatever it is, then I'm leaving. We will both leave you. And this was the bargain was struck. There's great sadness over this letting you go, but it is the time to do it. Something that she's packing for you. This is a vial of something. I'm getting the reference to soldier oil, which isn't anything other than tea tree oil, and that's what we tell my grandson Tiger that is good to help with cuts and scrapes and all that. Soldier oil, we call it, right? This is what's going on. Now she's saying, take this with you. And this is something that is like for you, It would be like an elixir, a good for you, keep you healthy, keep you safe kind of thing. She gives you this vial of this. What else is she giving you? This is something that is very, very special. It feels like it's something that is red. I don't know if it's like kimono or red robe, but something very special, very, very special. It feels like it's red. It's important. The robe, the walking stick, and the elixir is what she's given you. This is what you get to go forward with. He too has red robe, walking stick. He's being declared as something that, like, although he's the guardian of the aristocracy, he has a high rank, high station being given to him in what he's wearing. And she's going, what is she going to do? I'm getting the word infiltrate. Now, this is very interesting. Infiltrate. I don't even know that you have the military task at hand here. No. But what are you supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be learning and exploring. Okay, this deck is done. Same deck, second deck. Let's see what's coming through. What is household? I'm getting the Dyer household, the Dyer's household. This is somebody that they are doing something, and it feels like something that they are dyeing silks, dyeing something, the Dyer's household. Like D-Y-E, not but D-Y-E. Add color to Dyer's household. You're infiltrating something like this. You're exploring something and finding formulas. Finding the ways that things would work and stick to things. Something back to that vial and the bottle of elixir. It's something that is heady and sweet. There's an elixir for healing, and also something about this draws sweetness. I don't know what this is about. You're supposed to be getting dyes. You're supposed to be getting formulas. You're supposed to be trading the formula in this elixir for something that is like a dye or a color, a pigment. I don't know what that's about, but that's what I'm getting. The other woman of high station, she's offering you a gift. There's something that if you exchange the formula, there's another woman of high station that's offering you a gift for this. You don't know if you're ready to share that secret yet. You have to, it's like you want to send word, have to send word, but you can't get a hold of your mom. You can't just call up your mom on the phone in this particular time. You want to ask your mother, who's made the sacrifice to be at home, if this is okay to share with her. You can't ask her, what do? You eventually do tell the secret, but how do you get the okay? I think it comes from this one. I think this one is like impromptu advisor, and your happiness is being what's put forth as important, as highly, highly important. There's something about blue violet coming through, and with all this pigment coming through and the blue violet coming through, it's very interesting to me to see that this is coming through, even though there's so much of the green. This is the herbal, the healing, all of that kind of thing, but the blue violet type of a color that was difficult to put into things. Yeah, you got the answer that it's okay to allow that gift to come through. You present this and you make a trade. You've infiltrated and you make a trade. What happens next? What's the whole point? If you get it right, you get your freedom, you get your own family, you get your own station, but you are relocated, transferred. It is almost as if you get this right, you get to have your independence, acceptance, and be in this other realm, this other I'm getting the word kingdom. I don't know what that's about, but this is what, if you get it right, if you get this right, which you do, because you do make a good trade. You make the good trade. Then you get to have your own family in this other kingdom. Do you go back to where you were from? This is pretty far away. It feels like following a great snake or a great dragon, and I'm getting something like I'm getting something referencing like the Great Wall of China, something like this, following that great snake, that great dragon, for it feels like at least 300 miles. Now, I don't even know how long the Great Wall is, but it feels like something that's 300 miles distant, following it for there. And that's about where, as far as you travel to get to this place where this all goes down. Now, what else can we know about this? I'm wondering this because I'm getting children so strongly. I'm wondering if you have more than 2 children. It feels like the trade is complete. A marriage is arranged, a marriage is set, and the children are what you want. The children is the asset, actually, that you wanted. You wanted independence, but you also want the children down the road. Why is this? You fell in love. It's like you fell in love with a foreign person that wasn't really expected. This guy is still acting as emissary, going back and forth, making the deals, striking the deals. This one struck the great bargain with you. This is the mother-in-law. Struck the great bargain. This is something about the bargain of having the kids and learning the lesson, growing expansion with that kind of thing going on. Combining the knowledge of the households, one being medicinal, one being like business, one being healer, one being dyer. Like making the colors, the clothes, the dyers, the fine silks, setting this up. It feels like there's 4 children, more than 2, 4 children. Ooh. This is why it was difficult. It feels like there's 4 children, but one is lost. Like one dies very young. I don't think there's anything you could have done about it. Modern times we would call it maybe SIDS or something like this. It doesn't feel like miscarriage. It feels like this child was young, died before they were age 2. This one is lost. And this causes a great change in how you see things. You become more centrally focused. Your mom also had some of this central focus. You stick to the home front a little bit more after this happens. Feels like this was the youngest. You didn't try again. So there was 3, and then the fourth died young. I don't know why. What else? I don't know why the 4th died young. There was something that was... The nearest I can say would be something that would be SID, something that was a breathing thing, a breathing condition that was tricky. And this took a lot out of you. And this feels like something that pinned you to that location for a while, a heartache that you have trouble letting go. Feels like a wound in the heart that you'll carry for a long, long time because you feel like you didn't get the chance with this child, at least in this lifetime here that we're seeing. It feels like you didn't get the chance with that child now. This is everything that's coming down. What is this? There's a time after this happens. It feels like you want to return home, and it feels like it's taken maybe almost 7 years that you want to wait before you return home. So you've gone on this adventure, you've gotten married, you have three children that have survived. Your youngest baby, 2, has passed, and it feels like 7 years beyond that. You've been gone from home for a long time, and there has not been a whole lot of returning to home. It just wasn't that feasible. Anything else? Do you go back home? No, you don't go home, but you do send an invitation. You're wanting your own mother to return to you, to come your way. She's a lot older now. I don't know if she's able to make this journey. You're sending your guardian back with actually the mother-in-law to your mom to send the invitation, to send almost like a royal invitation of status. You know your mom will trust this emissary. Do you bring her back to your... Does she... Yeah. Okay. I think she comes to your place, your new place. Yes. Absolutely. she leaves the court that she has been in and she comes to your place, and that's where it stops. It stops. It feels like that after this has all gone down, you send for your mom comes to your place, and that's where you two remain. That's where you two stay. So even though that she had some station and was a little bit high in what was going on, a little bit lifted, elevated socially, it feels like she wanted to be free, and she made that bargain so long ago. She made the bargain with your father that she would stay so you could go. But this has been many, many years. If your youngest baby is lost and then it's 7 years beyond there, it's probably been damn near 20 something, maybe even closer to 30 years when that happens. That's incredible. That's crazy. That's what I'm getting. And the sending this one back for the sake of your own happiness is the huge thing. And you want the return of your mother. This is what happened. I don't know what of those lessons carry over. I don't know what of those lessons relate, but the great loss had to be overcome. It's something that you share with your mom in understanding, because she had to allow for you to move forward in the way that you wanted to move forward and explore and go see. She had to risk that. You had to risk sending your good friend, the guardian, back her direction. Don't know why, but that's the scoop. That feels complete. Holy cow, that's gorgeous. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's what I got. So that's a past life, guys. And I love those. I never know what's going to come through. I never know. Yeah. And, just because you show up in a certain gender or a certain race in this particular lifetime that we're in, doesn't mean that it's the same year after year after year, life after life after life, going back for bajillion. No, not at all. Okay, Anastasia Blind. Let's see what's going on. Let me get some water. We're looking. Hang on. There it is. It's a weird combination. Okay, for Anastasia's Blind, what I've got is, I think, the African Goddess Oracle, Angels Among Us, and the Mermaid Oracle. Now, what's going to be happening here? We have a set that says surrender. We have Queen Nandi that says intuition. And then we have Tituba, feeling safe. Surrender, intuition, and feeling safe. Those are the main cards coming out. I'm going to drop this down so you can kind of see what's going on. There's a way you strike a bargain that needs to be struck a little different, and you are paying too much for something. It's something in relationships, you're paying too much. You're over giving, over offering. In this surrender, it's coming through in a very sensual kind of way. You're yielding up too much. You're giving too much of yourself. You're compromising more than you need to, and it's beginning to take a toll on the soul, is what I'm getting. The Angels Among Us. This is looking out for somebody else. Be on the lookout for someone else. This is something that's coming through. Be on the lookout for someone else. This is somebody that's Merlin, somebody that's got magician, manifestation, alchemy, the ability to transform and transmute. Be on the lookout for somebody of a different kind that's able to do this more straightforward, more clearly. This is very much like the magician, right? This is very much not a manipulation. It's a straightforward. This is as if somebody were being fooled, being conned in a relationship, giving up too much, and then suddenly somebody else enters the scene, comes forward, and is like, yeah, I'll show you how that trick is done. Sure. This is the magic behind this. Look for the Merlin energy about somebody. Merlin didn't just do magic and be like all manipulative and crazy. No. The Merlin understood how to use the magic for good, for benefit, knew what real magic was, knew also the power and the energy of shifting vibration. This isn't just, what do you call, Siegfried and Roy. This isn't just Vegas magic show. This is somebody that understands real magic, higher realm magic. Oh, if ever there was a magician, this is the card of Jesus. This is somebody that understands the magic of unconditional love. This is somebody that understands healing. This is somebody that understands what sacrifice, surrender, and compromise has cost you and how to heal that. Your intuition will lead you towards this. This is somebody that knows what they're doing, that has the masculine energy about them. And this is the, I'm going to just say it, this is the high and holy masculine energy. This is the sacred masculine. This is not this toxic, you do this, you do this, you do this, and you only do what I want. No, none of that bullshit. This is, you do what makes you go forward, puts you in your best self, makes you bloom, makes you come into your own. This is you following your own intuition, and no more of this being compromised, over surrendering. No more where feeling safe is the only thing, and you're making wrong choices. Rather, you feel safe because you're in the company of someone better for you. This does feel like somebody entering the scene that is strongly, strongly for you. And what else we have here? Saint Bridget. This is fire, this is growth, and this is passion. This is somebody right here. These are coming up. Somebody that understands their own gold, understands how to treasure their own gold. I'm going to flip these so you can see what I'm seeing. And then I want to go into the mermaids, because this feels like we're going to the land of subconscious here. So let me give a few of these. Let's see what's going on. Your subconscious wants you out of some kind of situation that is feeling like there is something that has been too much compromise, too much surrender, and a little bit on the toxic is what I would say. It doesn't feel like it's overwhelming. It doesn't feel like it even has the capacity to suck you under and drown you, but you know that you've yielded a little too much. So, okay, enough on that. What else does the subconscious want to tell you going forward? What's going to be solution base for this? Solution. What's this? The green mermaid triplets. The heart has to be dancing with joy. The heart has to understand celebration. Think 3 of Cups. Celebration, friendship, open-hearted joy. Just abundance of joy, 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 joy. That's what makes you feel safe, is when you're feeling celebrated. And in this place where you can really express the desires of your heart very, very freely, it brings in huge abundance. It goes through here. The gold and the green coming in together very, very strongly. This one says microcosm of sea monsters. And this is giving me strange energy, so I'm going to pull this up for a minute. So what I'm getting on this microcosm of sea monsters, it's almost as if Merlin says, take a little bit of this with you. Take a little bit of this with you. So this is take the lesson with you. It's almost like you've had way too much, like inside this jar, way too much of this, and you just need a little bit of this. So take the little bit of the good lesson that you can with you. Whatever it is, if you want to yield to a relationship, if you want to have interdependency versus codependency going on, this is something that can be there. It's not saying, yeah, you need to go your own way and forget everybody else. No. This is intuition coming through. Follow this, honor this a little bit differently. Something about bubbles is coming through. Something about utilizing whatever is below the surface and letting some of that bubble up to present the lesson, to present the epiphanies. It's like pop, pop, pop. And also understanding the basic resources. This is a way to measure something if you just are looking at what is basic resources around you, wanting basic resources. And if you say that, hey, you need I don't know, you need a new t-shirt, you need some shoes, you need whatever. How does that person respond to what it is that you're saying that is your need? Even if it's just you need a certain amount of time for yourself. How does a person respond to what you need? And how are you standing for your own needs? This is something that would serve you to look at to look at your own need and how you stand for it and how others respond to it would be huge for you. This is what you need to do. This is the little bit that you need to understand. Okay, what else in the subconscious lesson? A certain slant of light. It's a shift of the perspective. A certain slant of light. There gets to be more joy in honoring your needs. There gets to be more joy in honoring your heart. There gets to be more joy around you when you speak for your needs a little bit more. When you speak for them and have people honoring them around you, you're feeling safe, you're feeling protected. This is something, when there is fire energy coming up, when we see Bridget here, she's saying, whatever this is you're desiring, whatever the heart is desiring, the heart is wanting, longing for, and the fire energy that's coming through on this, it needs to be honored in a great degree. It needs to be spoken more. Called for and called in. If somebody yells fire and calls fire, help comes. If somebody yells help, help, and help comes, then that's great. But if they don't yell for the help, if they don't ask for the help, they aren't getting that. Honoring your voice in speaking your need is important right now. Calling for what it is that you desire and what you want is not a wrong thing to do. It feels as though you have learned for a very long time how to get by, how to hold your breath a little longer. Yeah, take care of something else rather than self. It feels like it's time to let that. And if you need something, I don't care if it's marshmallows or the fire to roast the marshmallows. If that's what you want, it needs to be honored. This is what's coming through. The remembering of the old way of doing is something that you have outgrown. There's a cracking in the shell. I'm getting marshmallow. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting this. I don't have to know. When you're roasting the marshmallow and you stick that marshmallow in the flame and it burns and burns and burns, and then you take that crunchy black ash part off and all the gooey is underneath, this is what's happening within your soul, within your being. You're taking this piece off and letting the gooiness exist and be seen, be shown, and be honored. And you're honoring this yourself first, speaking this first. This is how you fiercely fight for what is your own fire, your own drive, your own desire, the only thing that you want. This is how you show up like this for yourself. This is how you show up and follow your intuition. This is how you show up for self. This is huge. This is how you feel safe, because you speak something, and when it's honored, you know who's honoring it. And you do it with unconditional love, not with, oh, I don't deserve to have this or I don't deserve that. It is a beautiful time of deservingness, and you finally are coming to recognize this. And that's the magic that's happening for you now. That's complete. Gorgeous. Who would have thunk it? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's what I've got for you. Yeah, beautiful. That's a beautiful metaphor. Yeah. I give you what comes through because it's like, okay, that's a little bit cuckoo, but it's not my job to get in the way of the message. My job is just get the message out as clear as I can. Thank you so much. That's exactly what you needed to hear. Good. I hope it really helps. I hope it does. It is a beautiful and memorable metaphor. It's something that we can understand and remember. And then when we get tripped up or maybe going to old patterning, it's like, okay, I can remember this. It was actually perfect. It wasn't cuckoo. It was actually perfect. Good. So good to hear. So glad. So glad. That's great. Okay. All right. So Zuri is wondering if she could book a private past life with me. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you can shoot me an email, but if you want to do a private reading with me, usually I do like a Zoom call. If you want to do that kind of a thing, a Zoom call is like $99 for an hour. If you want to do like a past life and just have your questions sent, usually I do 3 questions for like 66, but shoot me an email. Let me know what you want to look at or whatever, and we can totally do that. So just let me know. But yeah, we can totally do that. So it was actually perfect. Okay, great. Okay, for Alicia, a blind. Give me just a second. Alicia.
I can't
For a blind.
find anyone named Zuri. Who do you want to email?
Sorry, that's my iPad talking to me, as if I asked it to tell me anything. It thinks that I'm going to email Zuri right now. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, email me and let me know, but we can totally do private past life. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So for Alicia the blind, what I'm getting is strong sense of color, almost like a neon. I'm going to go get my glow in the dark tarot. I'm not going to switch the lighting, but the color is profound and big on that. And it's over on the other side of the room. So let me go grab that. I will be right back. This will probably make me do the puzzle, but those are the decks that are calling. So that's what I got to go get. 1 second. Okay. Back. Got it. All right. So this is the glow in the dark aliens one, and that's not the one I wanted. I wanted the glow in the dark regular. So why? I don't know. But let me get these other cards too. There's something about a really electric blink. Think. Well, I don't know if you were around in the 80s. In the 80s, there was all this electric kind of color going on. And that's what I'm getting. Think like electric colors, like these, right? We're going to go in here. What else does she need to know? Okay. Hang on. Whew. Okay. We're getting a little bit of Shadow Oracle and sharp messages through this too. We're going to see what's going on. Okay. All right. I'm not expecting the tarot to necessarily read tarot in a blind reading. I just don't expect it to operate that way. I'd be shocked if it did. Well, not shocked, but not surprised that it wouldn't. Okay, so we're going to drop this down so you can see what's going on. Birthday candles, out of this world celebration, something of a brother energy coming through. Something of a brother protector energy coming through. What happened here? This one is coming through. They're all coming through very oracle. I cannot. This is like something that's talking about sorrow. It's not what the card says. I don't care. We're going to ignore what the card says. We're going further into the color. This is deep violet coming through. It's deep violet. This is not the bright, brilliant purple. This is something that's been allowed to oxidize too long, something allowed to get old too long. What is going on? The brightness needs to be there. It's almost like when purple becomes not just purple, but more like the eggplant. There's too much brown. There's too much heaviness being held, carried. There's too much heaviness about something from the past, and it's not allowing you to clear this. If you wear your shoes, your sneakers, whatever it is, your tennis shoes out, and you're walking, and you walk through this muddy field, and you keep walking through the muddy field, and you're like, okay, fine, they're going to be fine. I won't wear them in the house, but I'll leave them outside, and the mud will be dry, and then I'll clean them off. But then you're like, oh, I forgot about these. And then you go out and put the sneakers on again, and you're wearing mud everywhere. There's something about this mud that needs to be knocked off. This time of celebration that needs to come up for you needs to be allowed to come through. There's time of flourishing that needs to come through. There needs to be more light coming through. There needs to be more light that is coming through under the, think about the white sneakers under the mud. If you're hosing those little fuckers off and the white finally comes through again, it can be cleaned. There can be something clean up on aisle 7, Irv. This is what's coming through. Now, what else is coming through here? There's an arrogance that's coming through. This says arrogance, the unknown, and unmasking the truth. To just keep doing in the same old-fashioned way is the arrogant way of doing it. It doesn't serve you very well. The unknown is scary to you, and unmasking the truth needs to happen. Strength card comes in really hot and heavy right now. Queen of Cups coming in. What are we getting? There's something about the fire of what you want to do that needs to be handled. You got to clean up your shit. Before your next birthday, before the next celebration, before the next birthday celebration, you got to clean up your shit. There's something that needs to be cleansed, let go. With this coming in, and with this coming in, I would say that this is to do with this August retrograde type of energy where there needs to be a clearing and a letting go before you can honor something new. This is asking you to look back, ponder back. What was the dream that you held a long time ago that needs honored, needs to move forward? This is where it needs to be. This orange needs to come through. This bright orange, unmasking the truth. This is something that's creative juiciness that comes through. This is something that's a protected type of thing. I'm getting this is a time where co-creation can come through, where you and your friend could collaborate on something well, where you wouldn't have that agenda hijacked. Rather, you would say, okay, this friend is great at helping me see this area where I'm not strong, or this area where I'm super strong. This friend is a balancing friend. The brother energy coming through that is protector energy. This is strong for you. This is somebody that helps remind you and helps you remember. What else is coming through? I want to go back to these crazy bright cards. What's going on with this? Some people might say you're tripping out, or you're tripping to think this. This is like hippie trippy, crazy woo-woo. There's something about this energy, or something about a thing that you want to do that's feeling a little bit woo-woo, but there is juiciness in this. There's this orange color that's coming through as juiciness. It's refreshing to you to do this. It lightens the soul. It makes you really, really happy. Going out in Batman mode, this one can help but come through in the way that it usually does for tarot. Going out in the Batman mode. This is huge, huge, huge. You're totally working on that. It's a situation from the past, something incredible trying to come in. Yes, and recognizing your gift, recognizing the thing that you bring through, the element that you bring through that really is joyful and exciting. It's not just the orange juiciness of co-creating. It's also when you get the yellow energy going on, and you've got the yellow boots on. You've got the ability to make the lemonade when life gives you the lemon, right? This is what you've got the ability to do. You've got the gift. You've got the way to do this. You understand the juiciness that is in your own identity and in your own soul, in your own self, if you can be brave enough to do this. This is something where you will be brave enough to do this. You will be brave enough to move forward. And it's something that you will do before your next birthday. If you look back into the calendar, 4 months. 4 months. If you look back into the calendar 4 months, there was something that shifted in that time frame, in that time. It's not that you have to go back and retrieve everything. Just notice when something started to shift about that time. Notice how your beliefs started going just a little bit differently. Now, push yourself forward about 2.5 months from there. So the 4 months back, then 2.5 months forward. What has happened to that belief? Is it getting more, is it like the dried mud on the shoes? It feels like that's what it is. It feels like that's when you walk through some shit and let the shit kind of get caked on there a little bit strong, let the mud stay on a little bit strong. Yeah, it's time now to wash that away, wash it forward, and move forward. Yeah, this is the time. It's not a wrong window of time. Yeah, it was. You're now stomping it off. Yeah, it feels like this is the window of time. Like I've taken tennis shoes and done where you smash them together, kind of get some of that off, then you kind of have to hose them on. And it feels like restoration and renewal. This is what's coming through. Anything else? Yeah, we're still in here. Sorry. It's time to be tripping in a whole new way, a whole creative way, allowing the goodness to come through, allowing freshness to come through, zestiness to come through in a big, big way. This is breakthrough time. Time of inherent breakthrough, inherited legacy that you get to break through. There is a creativity that is born within you that you have had for a while. You know when you get bogged down. We all know when we get stuck. You know particularly when you've been stuck a little long. And you know when it's time to do whatever it is to get things cleaned off, cleared out, refreshed, freshened up, so you can get that zestiness back. This is what's going on. That's complete. I don't know what that's all about for you. You know what that's all about for you. Holy cow, but that's complete. So that's what I've got for you. Good grief. Holy smokes. And that was the Glow in the Dark Tarot, I think Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and the Shadow Work Oracle. So that's what I have with that. So, wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous energy going on there. Gorgeous. Okay. All right, I'm going to move these to the side here and see what's going on. You're jumping it off now. Good deal. Good deal. It confirms everything that's going on. Good. Good. That's what Tarot's gift and Oracle's gift is meant to do. List is clear. Let me get some water. Okay. So let's put last call out. I can't stay on super long today. I've got an appointment at 1. So I can't stay on super long today, but I can stay for a few more minutes. So last call. And I will be back on Wednesday if we need to be on Wednesday. But we could do a collective if we want to do a collective. Tess is going to pay. Okay, Tess, we'll give it a minute. I'm gonna get my Singer spray because that water just isn't doing the job. And you guys know, the Singer spray. Ugh, it's nasty, but it's so helpful. So all right, guys, it's just not my favorite flavor. Why can't they make that taste like Good and Plenty's or something, right? Why can't they make everything taste like Good and Plenty's? If you like Good and Plenty's, you like Good and Plenty's. All right, let me move this tray out of the way, and I will get another tray. 1 second. Okay. No, I am not going to sing. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not today. All right. Okay. So if you guys will let me know what kind of reading that Tess wanted, that'd be great. So then we can figure that out. And Tess, I saw your payment come through for a blind reading. So if that's good, then we're going to do that. So if that's what you want to do, and if you're ready, we're going to go into it. Ooh. I'm getting the word rumpus. Like, I've got the fairy tale cards, and then this is the wild things, and I'm getting like the rumpus from that book and the storybook, the wild things, that energy, more than the energy of what this oracle is coming through. So it's going to be interesting to see how that comes through. And then it's the same person that did the Cozy Witch Tarot. Something like Remember Your Crown or something like that type of tarot. It's the same person that did Cozy Witch Tarot. This is her oracle. So we're going to see what's going on for Tess. We're going to start here. Where is the rumpus? I'm getting the visual of those big, big punch balloons that you have when you're kids. They have like a rubber band on them, and the balloon is like huge, huge, huge balloon. And kids used to play with them. It's like a punch balloon. What's going on? Why am I getting that? That's just bizarre. We're getting the Goose Girl, who's all about theft, deception coming through with the juniper tree, and the little match girl. What has gone on? I'm going to show you these. Oh, it's giving me that puzzle thing. Hang on. See if I can get this to go. Okay. So it's these. It's the Goose Girl about theft. The juniper tree about deception is coming in the strongest, and then the little match girl about choice. This is what's coming up. There is a choice that you will have to make about this. Now let's see what's going on. I want one more under this deception. What's going on? There's something that's coming as if you could hold that balloon that I got. You could tap it like you would tap a drum. This is saying water and salt truth. There's something about tapping that. There's a tapping, there's a tapping, there's a tapping. There's something that is a cadence, a tapping. This is allowing a truth to come through. There is something, think about if you're in the produce section and you have a watermelon, you're tapping on it, you can hear whether it's hollow or not. It's something that you tap on that's hollow. Something that is hollow, that rings falsely. Tap on it a little further. There's a truth that's deep down. Past the hollow part is where the sweetness of that truth comes through for you. This is huge for you. The water and salt is the truth coming through. There's something about that is false, hollow, empty. And it's not just empty of the empty promiseness. It's empty of what you maybe have expected or invested. What you're waiting. This waiting energy doesn't serve. The rumpus has to begin again. Okay, I'm going to shift these so hopefully you've seen them well enough. So hopefully you've seen these well enough. We're going to shift those and go into here because I want to know what the rumpus is about. Owning your beauty, owning your power, going forward. This is like This one is not ashamed of whatever this look is going on. This is not Dobby the house elf, right? This is being yourself, being authentic, really owning your power and going forward. The Goose Girl lost a lot because she played a different role. She was assigned the different role as servant. Somebody stole from her and she played a different role. It's like somebody has gone on and stolen your crown. Now it's time to reclaim that, own that again. Quit letting that other lie, the other deception, rob you of anything further. This is saying got untangled, but what I'm getting is get engaged. What if the little match girl had made a different choice? What if the little match girl had burned it down? What if the little match girl knew her power instead of freezing to death? Instead of waiting and waiting and waiting for somebody to honor your power, to give you more power, what if the little match girl went and claimed it more? Honor your body as your friend. Quit having the war on yourself, whatever this is. Say that somebody is born with a physical challenge. Maybe they're born without one of the major senses like sight. Or maybe they're born except for maybe one leg is shorter than the other. Or say maybe somebody has something that's this physical challenge. You don't forever penalize them for having this. Nobody says, well, you did wrong. You were born blind. Shame on you. No. So whatever it is that is the way you can honor your body instead of shaming it is going to help you. Honor the body as a friend. Make friends with what it is. Like, I would love to have the long legs, but I didn't stand in the long legs line before I got here. I have the short legs, but they do a good job. They get me here and there. You can't go over to stupid old Kmart, Walmart, Target, and get a new pair of legs. So honor the body that you've been given. Honor the scars that you've received in life. This is huge. The scars that you carry, they honor they're the map of where you've been. They tell some stories about how you've gotten to where you're at right now. They tell some things that are memories that are painful or where you've had to stand and fight for yourself. And this is get engaged in honoring the scars that you've battled for before in the past. Now let's go to the crown and see what she wants to remind. Believe Your Own Magic is the name of this deck. There is fire magic that you can do right now. There is fire magic, whether you have a burn bowl or a hearth, whatever this is. There's fire magic you can do to let go of beliefs. If you write down the one belief that you want to stop doing blah, 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 or stop choosing to believe blah, 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 and then choose to believe the opposite of that, there is fire magic you can do with that. You can't do it with just the paper and the ink. There needs to be a scent for you so the smoke goes up the nose. So it's like almost offensive smell to go up the nose. It's a stinky burning smell. It's not going to be like the sweet cinnamon scent or a sweet cocoa scent. No, there needs to be burn the stinky smell away. Let that be. Then let something new come in. The fire magic that comes in that's different, that honors what is still there. Open the windows. Let whatever this is, let the new breeze, the fresh air, the fresh knowledge come in and enter in. Oh, this one says Tower. Now, you guys know I love that Tower card in the tarot because that's when disaster happens. Everything is crappity, and then there's something beautiful afterward. This Tower card says unplug, relax for a spell. This is saying also, look at this. This is the Tower. It's honoring the body. It's doing something different. It is also shifting the perspective. It's very, very beautiful and powerful. Unplug and relax for a spell. And what I'm telling you is relax, unplug, and do this fire magic for yourself. Make a different choice than she made. You're not stuck. You're choosing something different. And then this one, it says gray, and it says endings are inevitable. So you've got to let something go. There is something that must be let go. Now, if you look in this one, we've got the gray, we've got the colors. We see the dark and the orange. We see the gray and the orange coming through on these, right? This is how much of this do you want to carry with you and how much do you want to renovate's not the word. Reinvigorate, re-engage with your life, yourself again. How much are you willing to do that? How much are you willing to pursue to get what it is that's authentic to you, that belongs to you, that is yours to claim? Are you ready to do this? Because the time has come to do this. Water and salt, it is time to do this. The shark card comes up and says, swim away from the situation. If there's a situation that consumes you, if there's a situation where you're yielding too much, get away from that. Honor what has been, honor where it's been, but make a new choice. Make a big new choice coming forward for you. Anything else? The rumpus must begin. It's like, really, I'm getting the character Max in Where the Wild Things Are, and I'm looking at the cover of that book coming through. And he's got like this, I think it's a wolf costume. It's a white wolf, it feels like white wolf costume coming through. And he's marching through this crazy forest. And that's the energy. It's time for you to have the rumpus. It's time for you to crank the tunes loud, crank the music loud. Let it be medicine to your soul. It's time for you to understand how your hips move when you dance to music again. It's time to free up some of this. You got to shake up and jar the sacral energy again. And I didn't say sacred, I said sacral. The hips need to move. The music needs to play. You need to be able to be in touch and in tune with your body again. Feel this again. Honor what it is. Shake things up on purpose. Cultivate story. This is the time for you to write your own new fairy tale, your own new wild story of what you want and how you desire to be. This is how you get to go forward. You get to shake off some of this old, let go, do the burn thing that I told you about. Invite the new messaging, the new narrative. Tell the story of the little match girl. Be in that character. Now take it a different route. Take it a different path. Don't be in for this self-deception that you are powerless any further. Don't be in this self-deception that you can't do this. The little match girl could have found, she could have found alcohol or something flammable and lit a big bonfire if she wanted to, right? She could have done something a little bit different. This is thinking beyond little fragmented and limitations. This is what's needing to go. This is such an amazing and freeing story. Yeah, it's time for you to have something new as your narrative to go forward with. And this is a big damn deal for you. It's really big. So cultivate a new story. It's big time to do this. Big time to do this. So that's what I got. That feels complete and gorgeous. And it doesn't have to be hard work. It's just starting to do something a little bit different. And rather than being consumed by someone else or something else, allowing yourself to delight in things rather than be consumed by things. That's a huge difference in perspective. So that's what I've got. That feels complete, honey. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Yeah, it's the message that was needed. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it helps. Well, I think that that's probably going to be it for me today. I think I'm going to be done, but I will be back on Wednesday. That's my plan, Wednesday at 11. So I think that's it for today. And thank you guys for letting me do this and for being here and for showing up and having fun with me and letting me share this with you. It is the most fun ever. It's always interesting, always surprising, and I love it. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Have a good day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.